Here is what Nietzsche understood, that most people never will. The man who has mastered himself has no need to explain himself. He does not need the world to understand his pain. He does not need others to validate his vision. He does not need sympathy for his origins or absolution for his past. He moves through the world with the quiet confidence of someone who has done the work internally that most people avoid their entire lives. And that internal work produces something that cannot be faked and cannot be manufactured through performance. It produces presence, the kind of presence that people feel the moment you enter a room, the kind of silence that communicates more than most people's words ever could.
Yes, the route is clear.
The kind of stillness that makes people wonder what you know that they do not. Nietzsche called this the will to power in its most refined expression. Not the need to dominate others, not the desire to be seen or celebrated, but the absolute mastery of yourself, taken to a level where the world can sense it without you ever needing to announce it. Think about how many opportunities you have weakened by speaking too soon. Think about how many plans you diluted by sharing them before they were ready. Think about how many people are sitting somewhere right now in possession of information about you that you wish you had kept private. Now make a different decision. From this moment forward, you build in silence. You heal in silence. You plan in silence. You move with the precision and the patience of someone who understands that the world respects what it cannot predict and fears what it cannot access. Guard your silence like your future depends on it, because it does. Your silence is not emptiness. Your silence is power. Your silence is the most dangerous thing about you. And the people who underestimated you will one day understand exactly what was happening in all those quiet moments when they thought nothing was going on. Everything was going on. They just could not see it. And that was always the point. If this reached something real inside you today, drop a comment right now with the words, "I build in silence." Let that be your declaration. Let that be the moment you decide that the version of you that gave too much away to the wrong people died today. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because everything on this channel is built for the person who is serious about becoming untouchable. 6. Your long-term vision. This is the one that most people destroy before it ever has a chance to exist. You have a vision of what you are building. Not just your next goal, but the larger architecture of the life you are working toward. The empire, the freedom, the version of yourself that no one has seen yet. And you feel the pull to share it.
Fear for us.
You feel the urge to describe it to someone who might celebrate it with you, who might help carry the weight of its ambition, who might make it feel more real by acknowledging it. Resist that urge completely. Nietzsche wrote that the great man is one whose vision is so large and so personal that sharing it prematurely would be like handing a half-finished weapon to an enemy and asking them to help you complete it. When you share your long-term vision before it is realized, you invite other people's limitations into the space where your belief needs to be absolute and uncontaminated. Even people who love you will question it. They will do it gently. They will frame it as concern. But underneath the concern is their own fear reflected back at you, wearing the costume of wisdom. And if you're not careful, you will begin adjusting your vision. Not because it needs to be adjusted, but because you need their approval more than you need your own certainty.
Wear the blade
Keep
that
your
turns.
long-term vision
What
locked
treachery is
inside
this?
you,
The memory
like a
betrays us
blueprint
all.
in a vault. Work toward it with everything you have in complete silence. Let them see nothing. Let them expect nothing. And when it arrives, let them try to explain how someone they thought they understood completely built something this large without anyone noticing. 7. Your deepest regrets. They will nod when you tell them. They will share something of their own. They will make you feel like the confession was worth it, like the vulnerability was received with the care it deserved. But the moment you reveal your deepest regret to someone who has not genuinely earned that level of trust, you have handed them a key to a room inside you that you can never fully lock again. Nietzsche wrote that a man who is constantly turning back to examine his failures is a man who cannot move forward with the full force of his will. Your regrets are not meant to be confessed to the world. They are meant to be transformed into discipline. They are meant to be consumed as fuel for the direction you are moving in right now. But the moment you offer them to someone else, they become that person's property. They become the thing that person knows about you that you wish they did not. And people never forget what you regret. They store it. They file it away. And at the exact moment when you represent some kind of threat to their position or their ego, they will retrieve it with precision and remind you of who you used to be with the specific intention of making you feel like that person is still who you are. The cost of that kind of vulnerability in the wrong moment with the wrong person is enormous. It can erase years of the work you did to become someone different from the version of yourself that made those mistakes. Do not confess your regrets to the world. Confess them to your journal. Process them in silence. And let the transformation that comes from confronting them privately be the only evidence that they ever existed. 3. Your income. The moment people know what you earn, they stop seeing you, and they start seeing a number. They start calculating. They start comparing. They start positioning themselves in relation to what you have in ways that have absolutely nothing to do with who you are. Nietzsche understood that real power does not advertise itself. He wrote that the higher man does not need external confirmation of his worth, because his worth is something he has established internally and privately. When you speak openly about your income, you create expectation. You create dependency. You create resentment in people who feel they deserve access to what you have built simply because they know how much it is worth. The people who truly have power in this world are not the ones whose wealth is visible. They are the ones whose wealth is felt without ever being confirmed. Mystery is more powerful than transparency when it comes to what you possess. If they do not know what you have, they cannot calculate how to use you. They cannot position themselves as someone you owe. They cannot build a case for why your resources should be their resources. Silence about your income is not secrecy. It is self-preservation. Let them guess. Let them wonder. Let them assume. Because the moment they know exactly what you are worth in financial terms, they will begin treating you according to that number, rather than according to who you actually are. 4. Your relationship conflicts. Nothing destroys the perception of power faster than broadcasting your emotional chaos to people who did not earn the right to witness it. You have a conflict with your partner. You feel hurt. You feel confused. You feel the weight of something that is difficult to carry alone. So you reach out. You tell a friend. You share the details. You describe the words that were said and the silence that followed. And in that moment, you think you are getting support. But what you are actually doing is handing the most intimate landscape of your life to people who will use it as entertainment, as gossip, as evidence of instability, the moment they need to position themselves above you. Nietzsche wrote that the man who keeps his personal life truly private commands a kind of respect that the man who broadcasts his struggles can never access. Because what you expose emotionally becomes what people use to define you strategically. They will not remember your victories when they think of you after that conversation. They will remember the version of you that was struggling, the version that was hurt, the version that cracked in front of them and let them see exactly where the fracture was. Your relationship is your private world. What happens inside it stays inside it. Not because you are hiding weakness, but because you understand that the outside world does not have the context, the nuance, or the genuine care required to handle that information responsibly. If your relationship is difficult, handle it inside the relationship. If you need external support, get it from someone above your level. A therapist, a mentor, someone who has something real to offer beyond the temporary comfort of shared outrage. What you protect emotionally becomes what you command publicly. 5. Your family problems. You think sharing your family struggles makes you honest. You think describing the chaos of your upbringing, the dysfunction you witnessed, the pain that was handed to you before you were old enough to refuse it, will help people understand you better. It will not. It will give them a story. And people love a story, especially one that explains why someone might be broken underneath the surface they present to the world. Nietzsche wrote that a man is not defined by what was done to him before he was strong enough to resist it. He is defined by what he does with himself after he develops the strength to choose. Your family history is yours. It is the raw material from which you have been building yourself. But it is not public property. It is not something that belongs to the people around you. When you reveal the chaos inside your home, you allow people to project that chaos onto your character. They will not separate you from your origins. They will use your origins to explain you, to contain you, to decide in advance what you are capable of becoming. The people who succeed in keeping others' perception of them clean and powerful are not the ones who had perfect beginnings. They are the ones who understood that the narrative others hold about you is something you can protect and shape through what you choose to reveal. Heal your family wounds in private. Use them as fuel in silence. And let people see only the version of you that emerged from the process, not the process itself. There are 7 things you must keep private. Never share them with anyone. Not your closest friend, not your partner, not your family, not the people who smile at you every single day. Nietzsche understood something that most people spend their entire lives learning too late. The world does not reward openness. It rewards strategy. He wrote that the higher man is one who has learned to conceal himself, not out of shame, but out of wisdom. Because the moment you reveal yourself completely, you hand others the exact tools they need to limit you, to manipulate you, and to keep you exactly where they need you to be. Most people think transparency is strength. It is not. Silence is strength. Concealment is strategy, and what you choose to keep private is often more powerful than anything you choose to say. Nietzsche did not ask you to be dishonest. He asked you to be intelligent. He asked you to understand that the world is not a safe place for your truth, and that the people around you are not always equipped to handle it responsibly. So today I am giving you 7 things you must never reveal to anyone. They seem harmless on the surface, but every single one of them is a door into your interior world. And once that door is open, the wrong person will walk through it and use what they find against you. Listen carefully. This could protect your reputation, your peace, and the future you are quietly building. 1. Your next move. You share your goals thinking people will celebrate them. You lay out your vision expecting support. You describe your plans believing that speaking them into existence gives them power. But here is what actually happens. The moment your ambition leaves your mouth and enters someone else's mind, it is no longer entirely yours. Nietzsche wrote that the great man is one who keeps his inner fire so contained that others can feel the heat without ever seeing the flame. When you announce your next move before it is made, you invite doubt into the space where certainty needs to live. Even the people who love you will question you. Not because they want you to fail, but because your ambition reminds them of the risks they chose not to take. And the people who do not love you will do something far more deliberate. They will smile. They will encourage you. And then quietly in the background, they will begin working against the exact thing you described to them, with such openness and such trust. Your plan is not safe in other people's minds. It is only safe when it is finished, when it exists as a result rather than an intention. Because results cannot be argued with. Results cannot be undermined. Results cannot be planted with seeds of doubt before they exist. The most powerful people in history did not announce their next move. They executed it and let the world react. Move in silence. Build in the dark. And when it is done, let them try to explain how it happened without ever having seen it coming. 2. Your weaknesses. The moment you expose your weakness to the wrong person, you stop being a human being in their eyes, and you become a target. You think you are being vulnerable. You think you are building connection and trust. But what is actually happening in that moment is that the person sitting across from you is filing the information away. Nietzsche was ruthless on this point. He wrote that the weak man needs others to carry his pain, while the strong man transforms his pain in private and emerges carrying something entirely different. Your weakness is your responsibility. It is not your announcement. It is not your opening line. It is not the thing you share in the hope that someone else will help you bear its weight. Because most people will not help you bear it. They will wait. They will watch. And when the moment arrives where your weakness serves their interests, they will press directly on the place you showed them hurts the most. Think about the last time someone used your own words against you. Think about the friend who remembered what you said in a moment of vulnerability and brought it back in an argument months later with surgical precision. Think about the person who once told you they understood your fear and then used that fear to control the dynamic between you. They did not forget. They collected. Your pain is sacred. It belongs to you. Conquer it in private. Transform it behind closed doors.